NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is Tony Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 8 coming up.
To throw, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
6 yards left on second down.
On play action, Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20.
In your face.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Play action now. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb,
34 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way.
It got his man complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
KJ Osborne
there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
46. So we got man. Kill. 46.
Final play of the half. Prescott pushing through the contact. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
46. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, check right. Watching your five.
Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Cook now off the read option. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Cook now off the read option. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man here is Conklin. Finding some room at midfield. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook now off the read option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and goal, Mond. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Here's Mon.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Mon.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Mon. Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Cousins here to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked